A very good morning, students. Welcome to physics online class. Our second chapter name is chemical equations. Once again I recall the total previous lesson. After I will discuss about the today's topic. Chemical change is permanent change. In a chemical change, two substances react chemically to form new substances with different properties. Temporary, permanent, natural and man-made changes, etc. They may be classified into two types of changes, physical changes and chemical changes. The reactions taking place during the occurrence of these processes. Coal is burned, food gets digested in our body, iron nail is exposed to humid atmosphere for a long time. We respire. Milk is converted into curd. Water is added to quicklime. Crackers are burned. Activity. Take about 1 gram of quicklime in a beaker. Add 10 ml of water of this. Touch the beaker with a finger. The beaker is hot. The reason is the calcium oxide reacts with water and releases heat energy. While calcium oxide dissolves in water, producing colorless solution. Dip the red litmus paper in it. Red litmus turns into blue color. We conclude that the solution obtained is a basic solution. Another activity, take about 100 ml of water in a beaker. Dissolve a small quantity of sodium sulfate in it. Take about 100 ml of water in another beaker. Dissolve a small quantity barium chloride in it. Sodium sulfate and barium chloride. Add the two solutions. We will get a white precipitate of barium sulfate. Sodium sulfate Na2SO4 plus barium chloride BaCl2 gives rise barium sulfate and sodium chloride. Next activity, take a few zinc granules in a conical flask. Add about 5 ml of dilute hydrochloric acid to the conical flask. Observe the changes in the conical flask. Keep a burning matchstick near the mouth of the conical flask. The light of burning matchstick put off with pop sound that releases hydrogen gas. When I touch the bottom of the conical flask with our finger, we feel hot. So, this reaction produces heat and evolved gas. Calcium oxide react with water, a new substance is formed. Is unlike either calcium oxide of water. The description of chemical reactions in a substances in an activity is quite long. Calcium oxide plus water gives rise calcium hydroxide. The substances undergo chemical change in the reaction are called reactants and the new substances formed are called the products. A chemical reaction in the form of word equation show the change of reactants to products by an arrow placed between them. If there is more than one reactant or product involved in the reaction, they are indicated with a plus sign between them. Writing chemical equation. Generally, a compound is written by giving its chemical formula, which list of symbols of the consistent elements and uses the subscript to indicate the number of atoms of each element present in the compound. Calcium oxide as CaO, water as H2O, and the compound formed by the reaction of these two compounds is calcium hydroxide, CaOH twice. CaO, calcium oxide plus water molecule gives rise calcium hydroxide, CaOH twice. The number of atoms of each element on the left side and right side of arrow. Zinc metal react with dilute HCl to form zinc chloride and liberated hydrogen gas. Liberated means releases hydrogen gas. Zinc plus HCl gives rise zinc chloride plus H2 gas. Sodium sulfate react with barium chloride to give precipitate barium sulfate. BaSO4. Na2SO4 sodium sulfate plus barium chloride gives rise barium sulfate plus sodium chloride. Balancing chemical equation. According to the law of conservation of mass, the total mass of the product formed in a chemical reaction must be equal to the mass of the reactant consumed. The smallest particle of an element that takes place in a chemical reaction, the mass of any substance, the number of atoms of each element before and after reaction must be the same. All the chemical equation must balance because atoms are neither created nor destroyed in a chemical reaction. A chemical equation in the number of atoms of different elements on the reactant side are the same as those on the product side is called the balancing reaction. A formula unit, as the name implies, is one unit atom, ion or molecule corresponding to a given formula. One formula unit of sodium chloride. Example, 1 sodium plus ion and 1 chlorine minus ion plus ion, that is the cation, and negative ion, that is the anion. 1 formula unit of magnesium bromide. 1 Mg plus 3 and 2 bromine ions. Formula unit of water H2O, H plus O2 minus ions. Example, hydrogen reacting with the oxygen to form water. The equation with the correct chemical formula for each reactant and product. Example, the reaction of hydrogen with oxygen to yield water. Chemical reaction as follow: H2O. H2 plus O2 gives rise H2O. Element, number of atoms, LHS and RHS. Hydrogen, left side 2, right side 2 particles. Oxygen, left side 2, right side 1 molecule. The molecular formula of the substances, the equation is to be balanced. The ratio of atoms in the molecules to the substances, but suitable number of molecules before the formula. The above equation 2 before the molecular formula of hydrogen and also 2 before the molecular formula of water. Observe the atoms of both elements, hydrogen and oxygen, are the same, different on both sides. 2H2 plus O2 gives rise to H2O. Step 3. H2 plus O2 gives rise H2O. The coefficient all the substances getting divided both sides. The lower ratio of the coefficient for the reactants and products, the above equation needed no division of the coefficients of the substances. The equation of the balancing of atoms on both sides of equation. Combustion of propane gas. Propane C3H8 is the colorless, odorless gas often used as the heating and cooking fuel. The chemical equation for the combustion reaction of propane. Propane plus oxygen gives rise carbon dioxide plus water molecule. The reaction in terms of symbols and formula of the substances involved follow the 4 steps described in previous discussion. Step 1. C3H8 plus O2 gives rise CO2 plus H2O. The unbalanced equation is called the skeleton equation. C3H8 O2. Chemical equation containing molecular formula of the substances is known as skeleton equation. Step 2. Compare number of atoms of each element on both sides. The coefficient of balancing equation. It is better to start with the most complex substances. In this case, C3H8 element, number of atoms, left hand side, right hand side. Carbon, left side 3 atoms, right side 1 atom, CO2. Hydrogen, left side 8 atoms, right side 2 atoms. Oxygen, 2 on left, 3 on right. The skeleton equation, and note that there are 3 carbon atoms on the left side of the equation, but only 1 on the right hand side. Add a coefficient of 3 to carbon dioxide on the right side of the carbon atoms. Balance. C3H8 O2 3CO2 plus H2O. The number of hydrogen atoms. There are 8 hydrogens on the left but only 2 on the right side. By adding a coefficient of 4 to the H2O, the hydrogen atoms get balanced. H8, here 8 hydrogen atoms. Finally, look at the number of oxygen atoms. Left side 2, right side 10. Yes? By adding of coefficient 5 to the O2 on the left side. C3H8 plus 5O2, oxygen get balanced. 3 carbon dioxide plus 4 H2O. Step 3. The coefficients are reduced to their smallest whole number of values. The coefficients in smaller whole number C3H8 plus 5O2 plus 3CO2 plus 4H2O. There is no need to reduce its coefficients. 2 propane plus 10 oxygen gives rise 6 carbon dioxide plus 8 H2O. The equation is balanced. The coefficients are not the smallest whole numbers. It would be necessary to divide all coefficients of equation by 2 to reach the final equation. C3H8 plus 5O2 gives rise 3CO2 plus 4H2O. Step 4. The number and kinds of atoms on both sides of the equation. Example, iron oxide react with aluminium to form iron and aluminium trioxide. The chemical equation to show the reaction and balance it. The correct chemical symbols and formulae for the reactants and products. Ferrous oxide plus aluminium gives rise ferrous plus aluminium oxide. Step 2. The suitable coefficient for the reactants and products to equate the number of atoms of each element on both sides. Element, number of atoms in products. Ferrous, 2 reactants, 1 in products. Oxygen, 3 in reactants, 3 in products. Aluminium, 1 in reactants, 2 in products. Now balance the equation. Number of oxygen atoms is equal on both sides. The remaining atoms, ferrous oxide. There is 1 for atom on right side. To equate number of ferrous atom, multiplied ferrous by 2 on product side. Two ferrous. Here. Next one. The above equation number of aluminium atoms still unbalanced. There is 1 aluminium atom on left side, 2 aluminium atoms on the right side. To balance aluminium atoms on both sides, multiply aluminium by 2 on left side of arrow mark. 2 aluminium. Ferrous oxide plus 2 aluminium plus 2 ferrous plus aluminium oxide. The above equation, the number of atoms of each element is same on both sides of arrow mark. This is the balancing chemical equation. Example, ferrous oxide plus 2 aluminium plus ferrous plus aluminium oxide. Finally, the corrections of balanced equation. Count the number of atoms of each element on both sides of equation. Number of atoms in reactants, number of atoms in products. Ferrous, 2 in reactants, 2 in products. Oxygen, 3 in reactants, 3 in products. Aluminium, 2 in reactants, 2 in products. The above method of balancing is called trial and error method only sometimes to take more care to balance the equation. Writing chemical equation. Chemical equations made informative by expressing following characteristics of the reactants and products. Physical states. This is the very important question, 2 marks question. Heat changes, gas evolved, precipitate formed. Expressing the physical state. The chemical equation more informative, the physical state of the substances may be mentioned along with their chemical formula. The different states, that is gaseous, liquid and solid state, are represented by the notations G, L, and S respectively. The substance is present as a solution in water. The word aqueous is written. Ferrous oxide, solid. Aluminium, solid, gives rise ferrous, solid state. Aluminium oxide, that is also solid state. This is the solid state. Expressing the heat changes. Heat is liberated in exothermic reaction and heat is absorbed in it is endothermic reaction. Carbon plus oxygen gives rise carbon dioxide. That is the heat is liberated. Exothermic reaction. Nitrogen plus oxygen gives rise nitrous oxide. Listen carefully. Minus Q plus Q is the exothermic reaction. Minus Q is the endothermic reaction. Q is heat energy plus sign produce exothermic, minus sign produce endothermic reaction. Gas evolved. If a gas is evolved in a reaction, it is denoted by the upward direction of arrow mark. Zinc plus H2SO4 sulfuric acid gives rise zinc sulfate plus hydrogen gas is evolved. Precipitate formed. The precipitate is formed in the reactions AgNO3 argentinum nitrate plus sodium chloride gives rise argentinum chloride plus sodium nitrate. Sometimes the reaction conditions such as temperature, pressure, catalyst, etc. are indicated above the or below arrow mark in the equation. 2AgCl gives rise 2Ag plus Cl2. 6CO2 plus 6H2O gives rise C6H12O6 or O8. C6H12O8 plus 6O2. Writing and balancing chemical equations. A chemical equation gives information about the reactants and products through their symbols and formulae. It gives the ratio of molecules of reactants and products. As molecular masses are expressed in unified masses, the relative masses of reactants and products are known from the equation. The masses are expressed in grams, then the equation also gives the molar ratios of reactants and products. If gases are evolved, can equate their masses to their volume and calculate the volume or those gases liberated. At given condition of temperature and pressure using molar mass and molar volume. Using molar mass and Avogadro's calculate the number of molecules and atoms of different substances from the equation. Mass-mass relationship, mass-volume relationship, volume-volume relationship, mass-volume, number of molecules relationship. Example, aluminium plus ferrous oxide gives rise aluminium oxide plus ferrous. Here we are taking the atomic masses of aluminium, 27 unified mass, that is the capital U, ferrous 56 unified mass, and oxygen 16. We know that atomic number is 8 of oxygen, mass is 16 unified masses. 2 aluminium plus ferrous oxide gives rise aluminium oxide plus 2 ferrous. Here 2 moles of aluminium, 2 into 27 plus 2 into 56 plus 3 molecules of oxygen, 3 into 16 gives rise 2 into 27 plus 3 oxygen particles, 3 into 16 plus finally 2 ferrous molecules, 2 into 56. Total 2 into 27 equal to 54 plus 2 into 56 plus 3 into 16. Totally 160 unified masses gives rise 102 units plus 112 unified mass, or aluminium particles are 2 moles plus 1 mole of ferrous oxide gives rise 1 mole of aluminium oxide plus 2 moles of ferrous. Finally, 54 grams of aluminium plus 160 grams of ferrous oxide gives rise 102 grams of aluminium oxide plus 112 grams of ferrous. Here what is the question? 54 grams of aluminium, needed ferrous is 112 grams of ferrous. Here calculate the amount of aluminium required to get 1120 kg of iron by the above reaction. What is the reaction here? The balanced equation: aluminium 54 grams, iron 112 grams. Then we want iron 1120 kg of, then what is the weight of the aluminium? Here aluminium weight, that equal to x. X equal 1120 into 1000 grams converted kgs into grams into 54 grams divided by 112 grams, that equal 10,000 into 54 grams. 112 gram into 1120 cancel, that is the 10 into 1000, that equal 10,000 into 54 grams, that equal 54,000 grams, or 540 kg of aluminium is required. This is the balancing equation. Next question. Calculate the volume, mass and number of molecules of hydrogen liberated when 230 grams of sodium react with excess of water at STP. Here STP means standard temperature and pressure. Sodium 2 moles plus 2 moles of water molecule gives rise 2 moles of sodium hydroxide plus hydrogen gas is liberated. Here sodium atomic mass 23 units and hydrogen 1 molecule, and oxygen we know that is the 16. Total substitute it: 2 into 23 units plus 2 into 1 plus 1 into 16 units gives rise 2 into 23 plus 16 plus 1 units plus 2 into 1 unit, or 46 grams of sodium plus 36 grams of water gives rise sodium hydroxide is 80 grams plus hydrogen gas is 2 grams. The balanced equation 46 grams of sodium gives 2 grams of hydrogen. Then we want 230 grams of sodium gives how many grams of hydrogen? Here what is the problem? 230 grams into 2 grams of hydrogen divided by 46 grams of sodium. Then here 1 gram molar mass of any gas of STP, that is the standard temperature and pressure, 273 Kelvin, and standard pressure is 1 bar, occupies 22.4 liters, known as gram molar volume. Here 2 grams of hydrogen occupies 22.4 liters at STP. Now we want 10 grams of hydrogen occupies how many liters at STP? Here 10 grams of hydrogen required, volume is 22.4 liters divided by 2 grams of hydrogen, that equal 2 and 10 cancel, that is the 5 into 22.4 liters, again 112 liters. 2 grams of hydrogen, that is 1 mole of H2 contains 6.02 into 10 to the power of 23. This is the Avogadro's number. How many molecules are there? Any atom having how many molecules are there? That is the Avogadro's number. 6.02 into 10 to the power of 23 molecules. 10 grams of hydrogen contain what? Here 10 grams of hydrogen and molecule number of particles divided by 2 grams, that equal to 30 into 10 into 10 to the power of 23 molecules, that equal 3.01 into 10 to the power of 24 molecules required. That is the STP value of hydrogen atom. Again listen ma. Example 1. Aluminium plus ferrous oxide gives rise aluminium oxide plus ferrous. These all are solid state. Here we using the mass relationship in between this equation. Here we taking the aluminium atomic mass. Atomic mass means atomic number double times, or we taking the number of protons plus number of neutrons equal to atomic mass. Here aluminium atomic number, that equal to 27. Unified mass, we using here unities, unified mass, that is the capital U, aluminium. And next one is the ferrous. Ferrous atomic mass equal to 56 unified mass. Next one is the oxygen. We know that oxygen atomic number is 8. Then next atomic mass double time, that is the 16 unified mass. Then first this equation balance it. Aluminium, ferrous 2 moles, oxygen 3 moles. Then here aluminium 2 moles, oxygen 3 moles, and ferrous 1 mole. Here balance the equation. 2 aluminium plus ferrous oxide gives rise aluminium oxide plus 2 moles of ferrous. Now do the problem. 2 times of aluminium. 2 times of aluminium means aluminium atomic mass is 27 unified mass, plus ferrous oxide, here also 2 moles. Then 2 times of ferrous atomic mass is 56 units, plus total only 1 molecule, ferrous oxide. Here how many atoms are there? Ferrous and oxygen. Here, this is the ferrous value, and 3 times of oxygen 16 units total in closed bracket. Next aluminium also 2 moles. 2 times of aluminium value 27 unified mass plus 3 times of oxygen, that equal to 16 unified mass, plus 2 times of ferrous, 2 into 56 unified mass. Then next, calculate it. 2 times into 27. 2 into 27, that equal to 54 unified mass, plus 2 into 56. 2 into 56 plus 3 into 16, totally 160 unified mass gives rise. 2 into 27 again, plus 3 into 16, totally 102 unified mass, plus 2 into 56, that equal 112 units of ferrous. Okay, listen carefully here. 54 units. We will change the grams. We want the mass or weight. Mass means in our common language, that is the weight. We change the grams. 54 grams plus 160 grams of ferrous oxide. The next one, 102 grams of aluminium oxide, plus 112 grams of, what is this? Ferrous. Now we change the moles. Here 2 aluminium, 2 moles of aluminium, again 2 moles, plus 1 mole of ferrous oxide, that is the 1 mole gives rise. Then aluminium oxide, here also 1 mole plus 2 moles of ferrous. Then this is the balancing equation. Next, what is the question here? 54 grams of aluminium. 54 grams of aluminium required. Ferrous is 112 grams. Listen carefully. What is the question here? 54 grams of aluminium required. Ferrous is 112 grams. Suppose that you can calculate aluminium. Aluminium is, we don't know. Then ferrous is 1120 kg. Here we taking the question. Aluminium value we don't know. Then ferrous value. Here we taking the ferrous value is, given value is 112 grams. 54 grams of aluminium required. Ferrous is 112 grams. Here ferrous value is 1120 kg. Then what is the value of aluminium or required weight of aluminium? What? Here ferrous value is 120 kg. Value we don't know, that is the X. Then in our question, 54 grams of aluminium required. Ferrous is 112 grams of ferrous. Yes. Then 1120 kg of ferrous required. Aluminium what? That is the X. Do the cross multiplication. Here 54 grams into 1120 kg. Kg equal to 112 grams into X kg. Why we will write kg? Here given value kg, then we will find out the value also kg. Then 54 grams into 1120 kg. Kg converted into grams, 1 kg equal to 1000 grams. Divided by left side terms. After here in between into there now after equal, that is the division, 112 grams equal to x kg. Next 112 into 1120 cancel out by 10 times. 54 into 10, 540 grams into 1000 grams equal to x kg. Then 1000 grams we will write that 1000 grams we will write that are 540 into 1000, 3 zeros. These are grams equal to x kg. Again grams converted into kg, 540 kg of, what is this? 540 kg of aluminium. Required value of ferrous is 1120 kg. Okay, this is the ferrous value. This is the aluminium value. Next class, you have total chemical equations ST. Read well. You have any doubt, contact with me. Thank you and God bless you all.